Welcome. All right, today in painting, I'm going to show you a few things about our color wheel that we are creating. So the end result, this is the end result. Not the best, it's not in a circle, but you get the idea. This person chose to do a bear, and they chose to do that 13 times. So that's 12 colors plus gray in the middle, okay? So with that in mind, you have your piece of paper with all your colors on either one piece of paper or two pieces of paper. Either or is fine. All right, then you were given a piece of paper like this. This is the preliminary color wheel sketch. You are going to be graded for this, so you could sketch out and design what your color wheel is going to say or look like. All right, with that being said, you're also been given an envelope with your name on it and the bell, because when we start cutting out things, you will lose the pieces. So that's what the envelope is for. All right, so I have a big stack of all your interests here with your name on it. So after this demo, we'll pass those out. And do not start tracing things right away, because you need to know what color to trace into. That happened last class period. This girl, she wanted to do her name with a volleyball and a football and a cheer, and she put the cheer in her orange spot. But when she didn't do the design, and when we looked at it, actually her orange should have been an A, a letter A. So this is very important. Okay, so with that being said, Ryan chose to do his name, Ryan Dupree, a YouTube symbol, question mark. I don't know if that's really a question mark or like he doesn't know, or in a football. Okay, so with that being said, what I would do if I were you, I would take a pencil or a Sharpie or something, and I would go through. Okay, so he knows that his A needs to be red. I'm going to write an A. His red purple is going to be an N. So I just write N next to the red purple. The purple is going to be a football. So I'm going to put football. Blue purple is an E. Gray is a question mark. Blue is an E. Blue green, you don't have that. Missing. Your green is going to be a P. Your yellow green is a U. Your yellow is a D. Your yellow orange is a YouTube. Your orange is an R. And your red orange is a Y. That makes it easy for you. So that way you're not like, what am I doing? What goes where? All right, so we have that. Now, moving on. The supplies, the pencil sharpeners are located in a bucket like this that say pencil sharpeners on it. And the pencils are also in a bucket labeled pencils. So if you're wondering where those are, they're by the door. Okay, and the scissors are located at the top shelf in a green basket labeled scissors. Okay, all right. So what you're going to do, you're going to take this, set it off to the side, and we have letter swatches. Okay, and Ryan made his circles a little small. So, is there a stack of letters over here? Do you see a stack of letters? No? All right. Yeah, those, can you hand me that stack? All right, so these letters are too big. That's why I wanted you to make your circles about the size of the palm of your hand. So if they're smaller, that also explains why I made your interest. I did the same interest, but in different sizes, because I didn't know how big you were going to make your circles. So in the event that you made your circles kind of smaller, then it's still going to work out for you. You just pick which one fits into your circle, okay? All right, so these letters are going to be a little bit better for Ryan. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to demo on yellow. So yellow is D. So I'm going to take my pencil, and on the back of the paper, okay, so here's the D. On the back of the paper, I'm going to take pencil, and I'm going to color in the back of this. And this is going to allow you to trace. You're not going to have to draw anything. You just trace it, okay? So I fill it in like so. Then I'm going to place the D on the yellow. Make sure that it fits in. It does. Then take a pen, because it's all in pressure. there's a box up here underneath the TV with pens in it. So you don't have to use a pencil because we're transferring on pressure. Okay, and then I'm just going to press down, going over the lines. I'm pressing kind of hard because I want this to transfer. Okay. And it's transferred over. Okay. Now, the pencil where I traced is gone. It's now on this paper. So the next letter, you'll need to revisit with your pencil. And this is especially true for those of you who are doing the same thing over and over again. So if you're taking a football and you want 13 footballs, you're going to need to revisit this with a pencil every time you trace. Okay? All right. Now, with that being said, fast forward. Let's pretend that he has everything traced out. Now's the next step. Okay? I'm going to show you what to do, what not to do. All right. So I want you to take a small mint green stylus. I put a little bit of water. I'm going to take a little bit of paint. I'm going to roll my brush in the paint like so. And when you paint fine lines, you don't want to hold the brush like a pencil. You want to hold it up and down and your fingers close to the metal for more control. Feels kind of weird. You'll get used to it. Now, I'm going to outline the center of the D. Okay. I'm outlining the center of the D. Notice I did not black outline the D. Why do you think that is? Because I'm going to be cutting it out. Okay. So after you paint on all of this, trace, paint, dry, then cut out. So pretend like I have all this and we're ready to cut it out. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this out like that. Now I have easy access to the outside. Notice I'm cutting the D out. So if you would have outlined the D with black, it would be cut off anyways. Okay. So there you go. Okay. Now these will get lost. That's why you have an envelope. So you put that in your envelope. Otherwise, if you don't, and you're like, I don't have my D. I don't want to redo that. And you're going to have to do it over again because I don't grade air. Okay. So that's how you do that. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. Does anybody have any questions? All right.